Wrong button.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Shield Wardens. I believe we're on session 44. When last we left off, the party had done quite a bit to wrap up a lot of the things here. They had defeated one of the greater demons that was summoned forth by the Collared Ones. They kind of escaped the city in the event that things were misconstrued, since they were in a room full of dead royalty and key officials of the city. They returned back nearby the city anyways to help their new companion Gravtar defeat the guardian of the grove there, the granite grove that he came from, and were able to defeat that demonic entity and left Gravtar there with his fellow druids and comrades, the remaining survivors of his order. And I think we're just kind of departing from that point. So with the three on board, that's where we're going to end up coming back. We'd like to say happy GM Day, I guess. Dave informed me that today is like some national GM Day or something like that. All sorts of made up fun stuff. So if you're a GM out there or you have a favorite GM, thank you all for running games, and thank you to those who play in them, and just, tell your GM thank you, because it's not always easy. Let's get to our group. Hey guys, so I believe we'd be finding ourselves on your airship, Mr. Captain Hendricks there in charge, probably back at the helm. Did you guys have a direct plan, the three of you at the moment?
I think, well, I don't know about the others, but we probably need to do a debrief with Theodosia at some point.
She's into us. I don't think us taking off our underwear is going to make her happy.
Ah, my bad. Not a debriefing, just a debrief.
Oh, sorry.
I think that's the difference. I'm not too sure.
Right. I understand now. I get it. That makes more sense.
But hopefully, debriefing afterwards, if we can get some time off, because I think we've deserved it. Earned it. Mm-hmm. Nevertheless, though, are we in ship flying now or still at village outside of town?
It's kind of up to you. I mean, I believe we ended off with you guys were at the Granite Grove. You said your goodbyes to Gravtar, and that's kind of where we closed it off. So I'd assume that you would have embarked on your own ship, and then your direct path from there. It's kind of up to you. I don't know whether Pios's retrieval was ever a part of your guys' plan, or just leave him behind.
Gonna do a quick charisma check to see if I remember who Pios is. Hold on.
I am.
Oh yeah, I remember that guy. Short, into stones.
I completely forgot about him.
Pios, he's about my height, but murderous. Pios, into stones. Pios really had a huge Goliath sex kink. Pios.
Oh, the guy that had the fight with the Goliath in the pub.
Yes, a lot.
Say, how are you going to forget your brother?
You know, my
I
brother.
look at Lucius like weird.
The color red though.
Completely oblivious to the reason why you asked the question. He's not my brother.
Halfling. He was not a halfling. No halfling has ever been quite that ugly. Okay, there's no way that happened. All right, take it down a notch, big boy. Okay.
Oh, my bad. I thought you guys were pretty tight, and apparently you didn't like him that much.
No, I liked him as a distant cousin, maybe. I liked him like an unexpected guest at a otherwise stultifyingly boring dinner party. You're like, ooh, this is going to kick things up. And I liked him like pepper in a spicy soup. It's already gonna burn your mouth anyway, so fuck it. Let's see what it does to your guts and your shits. You know?
I get it. I get it.
I could do more examples of how he is like or what he is like if you want. No, let's move on, shall we?
No, I'm good.
Captain, let's go pick up Pios, and let's see if any of those gladiators are willing to become members of your crew.
I like the sound of that. Do you know where he is?
Yeah, he's over on the eastern wall, right? No, wait, we asked him to retreat and go back to the gladiator arena, so we should probably head over to that.
The gladiator arena. Okay.
Yeah. Try and park near the
shit.
travelator or the zip line. Avoid the cudgel sticks and the hanging ropes. I don't want to have to face Jet or Wolf. Awooga.
Yeah, I guess if we haven't left the village people, we say goodbyes and we start heading out to meet up with Pios, heading towards the gladiator arena. Probably not flying over the city, and probably just doing a lap round it so we can view it, but not be of interest.
Yeah. I'd like to take the opportunity to create a little banner on the side of the ship saying, all hail King, whatever his name is. I'm happy to roll a history check to see if I actually do remember how to spell his name correctly as part of the creation.
Are you regarded?
And then I'll say, hashtag glad those devils are dead. How about you? It's a big sign, but I can do a huge sign, so it is what it is. Okay, so history check. Here we go.
It's just like one of those airplanes that like fly over the beaches on holidays that have like,
So that's with your guidance, that makes us 17.
Leonis would be the reigning king.
Okay. Then cool. That's what I will do.
All right. Sounds good. As you guys kind of fly around the outskirts of the city, you can kind of see that there's that like aftermath of just carnage and chaos. There is still like smoking areas of the city where things were lit on fire. The city guard seemed to be definitely present on all the walls, definitely like on their guard, eyeing the ship at the distance, but seeing as you guys don't like try to come over the walls themselves, you guys seem to be kind of generally ignored. Just you can tell that there's a few people watching from a distance. There's like ballistas that are mounted on the walls that have been kind of like just shift a little bit as you guys go by, just to like track to make sure there's not going to be any issues. But easily enough you find this gladiator arena that you guys had formerly visited on foot, but here you're able to get there and bring your ship down near the facility itself. There's plenty of open area here. There's either the center of where the gladiators themselves were kind of penned or housed that if still see, you can tell use. There's some like gladiators that have been kind of like skirting around that area. You see that it's been probably put together in a little bit more orderly of a manner. The walls themselves that were holding them in have been kind of starting to transform into palisades, been turned into defensive perimeters versus restrictive fencing, like beefed up a little bit to be more than just a gate to hold them in, but more of a barrier to protect them. However, you guys decide you want to touch down, I'll leave that kind of up to you where or how you approach.
We can find a hill something that's out of the way, just close enough that we get to it in time, and just drop down, land it,
Okay.
jump out, and get the ship to go up 30 feet.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, the ship is able to kind of like lower down. I mean, there's like ladders and stuff too, so it can like lower just close enough, or you can like lower it really low and like put out like a long gangplank sort of a thing if desired. However you decide to maneuver that, it's easy enough to do. The ship will ascend a little bit too, so it's out of reach from any potential invaders or whatever from the ground, while you are able to make your way down towards this kind of bustling area of gladiatorial action, or former gladiators. You can see now there are, as you get closer, there are a few gladiators that are like standing watch on what's built up of the palisades so far, with others obviously heavily at work at beefing up the defensive perimeter, and some you kind of pass out gathering resources, like heading out to get more trees, to gather rocks and things like that to establish their new fortification.
Okay.
Do you want to give him a shout? Play our entrance? I feel like we need an entrance every time now.
That is fine. No sooner said than done. I will throw up a little bit of gust at will, so that our cloaks are billowing behind us, and blowing ever so slightly the hair back into our faces, but not so much that our eyes are going, I don't have any prestidigitation or anything like that, but I will be using Mage Hand to pick up bits of mud and sand and throwing that in the air so it flickers down, creating a slight effect. And then...
Worst confetti ever.
Worst confetti ever. I'm going, this is not working. I don't know. I thought it looked good. I think that was cow poop. I think I just smothered cow poop and made it into like air glitter. We've got a bit of cow poop in our hair. Sorry about that, guys. Damn it. But we look good.
Oh.
Yeah, as you approach, you kind of see several of the gladiators kind of like slam their fists against their chests in like a salute as you guys come forward. They kind of give way. They seem to recognize you guys as the ones who had helped set them free in the first place. And you hear one go, "Oi, get the commander!" See,
I look confused at Randy. Commander? Must
I
be
don't like the
somebody
sound of
quite
that.
intelligent.
Yeah, like
keep the beast
some kind of military genius, some tactical leader.
Maybe he was one of the gladiators we just never met.
Possibly. I mean, we thought that we found the top 3 leaders, and it turned out that one of them was actually a rogue that absolutely murked us.
Oh, yeah.
So
100%.
maybe that's not so great. I'll play my guitar and fly up into the air, and get just strumming away about 20 feet up in the air, singing a little song of the exploits of the gladiators, called Ballad of the Wall. And it's amazing how many times I rhyme wall with some kind of ball, but it happens.
Fair enough. After not a very long time, maybe a minute at most, you see a familiar form stride out from amongst the various huts and buildings that have kind of started to erect too. It looks like they're building more shelters for the gladiators than what they were in before, which was a little bit more cramped. As you guys see Pios emerge from a group of gladiators.
Pios! Waiting for the
Pios.
commander.
Yeah, come over here, mate. We're waiting on the commander. You're looking... Is that You know what? You look great. Your size is fine, my little short king. My wee man.
So, I take it y'all were successful.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah.
We did our job. Things went a little bit hairy here and there. It was a glorious battle. We killed lots and lots.
I don't like how many times you said lots.
I don't know. 2 seems about right. It's when they go into the third lots after a pause, then you're genuinely concerned. Like, I killed lots and lots and lots. Ooh, now you need
pause
to...
then. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's that third one there.
We are getting things set up. Do you want food, drink, cake? Look at Hendrix.
One time, seriously. One time. I just keep some cakes, but so we remember.
I can get one of my men to get you pastries if you would like.
No, I'm good. We ate at the village before we headed out this way. Lovely people.
Lovely people.
Yeah. We'll have to introduce you sometime if we ever come back. Talking of coming back, to do that, we need to leave. And we were thinking of meeting up with Theodosia at some point, and she'll probably want to know where you are, being one of her wardens.
Let her know I will be here.
You're staying, and the commander's going to let you do that.
These people need me.
No, they got a commander. They're fine.
Yeah.
I do not understand what you're saying.
They told us to wait for the commander, and he's gonna pop out she possibly. They are gonna pop out any second now.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
I told them not to call me that. That pins a target on my shoulder for enemies to strike you and kill you immediately. You are the leader, then you are the pinpoint in death.
Something goes off in Randall's head, and he's like, "You bastards!" Like, that's why I kept dying in every single fight we had, because I was the leader.
It was convenient.
Penny actually then finally drops. Oh shit, you're the commander. Well done, Pius.
Nice.
Okay, that explains more why you don't want to leave. When you have power, it's hard to give it.
There's not a Badger Lodge on this island. There needs to be one to maintain the order and make sure things run smoothly when things get a bit hairy. AKA smiles at Randall. Shoelaces.
I hear that shoelaces
start drawing my weapon.
No, hold on. It's fine. I think he's using the word without killing people. He may have actually grown.
You guys hear in the background a female voice call out, "Rider! There's a rider coming!"
Sean?
I do have something to give y'all.
Oh, I fly down. He wants to give me something.
I fly up and I just want to see this rider if it looks like someone from the castle.
I want to fly down and see what he wants to give me.
I go to Randall. This is something that has been useful, and I thank you for letting me hold on to it and use it. But since y'all are off doing whatever, saving the world, getting into shit, blowing each other up, you should have it back. And I hand you back the Ring of Spell Storing.
I take it reverently and I go, well, thank you. And for you, I give you this dead mouse. And I give you a dead mouse, which for some reason has been in my inventory for a while. This is quite a rotten piece of dead mouse right now. And I go, This was very important to me, and I've always appreciated you giving that to me so many months ago. Thank you.
Yes.
Hendrix, you see a yellow flag with a tree full in bloom with the sword going down on it, being carried by the rider, a soul rider riding up on a exquisite dark horse, a little bit of white patches on the horse. Rides
Just
up.
my own well-being. It's the good flag, not the decaying one. Yeah.
It would appear to be more along the lines of the former national flag of Hela.
Yeah. Okay. I'll shout down, letting everyone know. It seems to be a rider carrying the flags of the old king.
And the rider will kind of dismount near the front gates, kind of plant this standard that he has in the ground and walk forward, pulling out slowly and carefully like a tube, a little scroll.
He's got a wand. Watch out!
Sword.
Oh, it's just a scroll. Sorry.
He'll hold it up. A message for the commander here of the gladiatorial group.
Yes, it is me.
It was
well, you're screwed. Everybody knows it now.
Straight up said out loud. He's going to die.
Kill him. No. He hands the scroll over. Summons from King Leonis. He would much like to see you at the castle, along with any guard you'd like. And if you know the group that I believe you're associated with, they were also summoned as well. I kind of glance around at you guys with this questioning look, like you don't look like gladiators, but not that he really has the purview to question you guys.
I just give him a little flick of the fedora, as he looks at me,
I feel insulted that he said I don't look like a gladiator.
I don't know. I'm just giving you that look like, you're welcome, I just saved your country. So
I'm sorry, it's the cow poop on my hair just now. Otherwise, I look great, okay?
Right. Well, at your earliest convenience, the king will receive you. The castle's this scroll gives you permission to enter, and all guards will regard you as one of our own.
Look at that. They're giving us permission to go into a place we already proven that we could get into without anyone's permission. Oh, and the guards are going to not actually attack us. Oh no, the guards, what shall we do? I'm saying this to him, but not to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He's doing his best to kind of ignore it to the effect that he can. His best to just kind of not react. And he'll just kind of nod once you've accepted it and kind of slowly back away until he kind of turns and walks over to his standard, pulls it out, and will mount back up again.
Wonder fireballs. No, not now. Later. Hey man, you gave Wonder fireballs to me. This is your life choice, okay?
Oh,
not mine.
No.
Yeah.
You're still amusing, Rendell.
Hey, Pius. Listen, all joking aside, it's good to have you about. So, you sure you're going to stay here, though?
Indeed. These people need my help.
And as a badger, you are set on this course of action.
How much?
That's funny because badgers, they have sets.
How much I would like to go with your cow-pooped hair.
I cast mending,
but
making my hair look amazing once more.
I really must stay here. Like I said, who knows what will happen next. And these people were blind to what happened to them last time. If I can get them prepared for something greater, or even to defend themselves better, then that's something. Eventually, will return home, but not now.
Hey, man. What's the saying? If you can't do anything, you need to do something, then you just do what you can, right? I get it.
Indeed. Shall we go?
Yes. Mending on everyone else. Get rid of the cow poop. Mending.
Thank you. Shall we fly in then? We've got the ship right here.
Hey, his name's Pios. Oh, you mean that? Sorry. I thought you said he was a little shit. Yeah, sorry. That's on me.
Already on my way to the ship.
Yes,
Yeah.
Calling it to flow down.
Groovy. And we get on the ship and we're going to go?
Pios, you're the commander of these people, but I'm obviously looking for a few hands to help me with the ship now and again. And is there anybody among the ranks that maybe deserve a life off this island that can be trusted? Obviously, you don't have to think right now because we're going to have to drop you back off when we leave you, so we can have a talk about it then.
There might be a few that are worthy to be airborne that won't cause too many issues with various sicknesses or able bodies to work in that environment. I'll see what I can find.
Thank you.
There was a few that shown promise. Others, I'm like, probably not. Unless if you want them instead.
We can talk about it when we get back. We can have a chat with them, see if they actually want to join. I'm looking for a certain person.
Indeed.
Anyway, to the castle. Are we still flying that same banner as well? How long does that last?
That banner is going to last for a while, my guy. That's going to be on there now for at least an hour. 5 hours.
Cool.
So this is a long time.
5 hours. That's going to be on there.
And it has a 5 hours, as long as it's not permanent.
And as it's billowing against the wind, it gives off a little musical ding 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 ding. It's kind of irritating after a while, to be honest with you, but I can't mute it. It just makes a noise. It's just the unfortunate. I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I actually kind of regret having this flag here at this point, to be fair. But I'm locked into this thing, so here we go.
All right, you guys sail in to the city. You see a group of like 3 soldiers that kind of like fly up, obviously using either a spell or some sort of magical item to be able to fly, and they kind of like will fly up near the ship, kind of hail you.
Please come aboard. It'll be a lot easier. Gesture. Whoever took Pius, who took the scroll off of the guy, he was talking to you, the commander. So I assume you have it.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they kind of set down in the middle of the ship itself, the main deck sort of space. What business brings you over our space, good sirs?
I just hand him the
summons.
scroll.
So take it. Look it over. Right then. Looks like you're cleared. You could actually land right in the castle space. I was told to expect somebody. We appreciate all that you have done.
You're welcome. Even if he wasn't talking to me.
I mean, it was more of a general. He wasn't like staring straight at Pios. It was like a kind of glanced around at all of you, taking in these the figures that he's heard so much about, and kind of point you to the area in the castle. So, like at the main castle, there's a decent enough kind of courtyard space there. Probably a snug fit for the airship, but you're able to, it can maneuver pretty well. So you're able to kind of get it in a position where you can land it close enough or bring it down close enough that you can rappel down from there. And they will, as you kind of get a little bit closer and they kind of direct you where they think you should land, they will kind of take off, flying off on either side of the ship, clearing your deck and like resume.
Oh, we never got your name and your backstory. Sorry.
It's okay, you never asked.
Oh, we weren't expecting to leave so soon.
They certainly are kind of flying out nearby, kind of like a slight patrol pattern. Some land on various buildings, high buildings within the nearby area of the castle. But yeah, and as your ship settles down, the one who had spoken will have kind of flown off a little bit, do a quick like circle around, but then he'll land on the ground before you. As you come down off your ship, he'll be there, and he'll have already been explaining to some of the guards who you guys are, and they all seem to be kind of standing at attention, almost like an honor guard. I guess I can bring the castle up. It's
we cross our fingers.
Well, that's right, but there's also there you go.
As far as
so yeah, it's okay. We can kind of go in. I don't want you to blow anything on stream. Where it is a big map. Sorry. All right. You are then kind of led in, and this soldier will kind of like walk in with you guys, leading you in towards the main chamber, the kind of gathering space. And inside you see kind of sitting on the throne an old like bearded man, white haired, definitely doesn't look super like healthy at the moment. He's got on him like some blankets and furs and stuff that have been kind of like piled up to keep him warm. Sitting near or standing nearby is a familiar form of Katerina, the formerly colored one, who's kind of like standing nearby. She's got like a book that she got in one hand and a quill that she's using to make notes in the other one. And they kind of stop whatever they were doing as you are announced as you come in. The guard that had flown in with you will open or walk through this entryway and announce the shield wardens who have saved our city are here for you, sire. And he'll bow deeply and kind of gesture for you guys to go ahead, and he'll kind of slink back by the doorway.
Can I go back?
Yeah, at any point, feel free.
Lucius, could you carry his son's body from the storage?
I'll
You can present it to him. You can do as he pleases.
I'll grab the body above the prince and the girl that was with that I'm hoping is his girlfriend, but I don't know. And I'll carry it to him.
Even if we don't have to take it into the room, we can give it to an attendant on the way. Somebody important, we can say we managed to secure the prince's body, so you can bury or resurrect as needing.
Randy considers for a long while, debates whether or not it'd be a good idea to mimic the boy's voice that he had heard at one point, and be like, "Father!" But he really thinks about it. And he's like, you know what? That's probably not the best plan. Not the best plan right now. Say that for later. But I'm definitely going to tell Hendrix about it later. He's going to get a good laugh out of that, I'm sure. He's like,
so
no.
Then what do you do with the body? Like, do you bring him in to this room, or do you kind of deposit him with one of the guards? What is your
depends. Do we see anybody of status as we are coming in, or is it just guards? Like
I mean, for the most part,
like,
yeah.
For the most part, they seem to be guards, but bring it to the king so that he knows that we took the effort of, you
can carry it then.
Well, I mean, the other one that can carry it. So yeah, let's do that. You can do the talking. I'll carry in the bodies.
I will assist with the talking as I look at Randy.
What do you think? That maybe I might be able to handle speaking to this. Yes, I've got this covered. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. All day. Inside, Randy's like, shit, is it your highness if I'm not one of his subjects? Or do I say my liege? Fuck, what do you say? Oh, no.
Lucius is going to slowly walk up to him and lay the bodies down as gently as he can.
Okay. And as he does that, I will say, King Leonas, we are the Shield Wardens, the saviors of the city and of your island, the fabulous four that managed to stop the devils in your midst, the brave cadre of warriors that you see before you, managed to hold this together for yourself. And in this moment of grief, as you stare upon your son, know that he is just one of many who have suffered during the incredible suffering of these creatures from another dimension. The sorrow you feel is one that must be felt across the land by every other member, every other household, whether they are lowborn or highborn. All have suffered upon this in the last month or two. And whilst there is every part of me, I assure you, that wishes to dedicate this to glory and opportunity, the simple fact is you will have to rebuild, and we understand that. And we just want to let you know that our island does stand with you in this time.
He nods slowly, his eyes kind of affixed upon the dead body of his son. My appreciation truly will know no bounds. Thank you for bringing him back to me. I was curious when they said they couldn't find his body. I was, hopeful and afraid at the same time that perhaps he had escaped the fate of all those others. We'll kind of glance past you to the guard that had kind of like led you guys in. Hecton, can you see to my son's body? Place him in the vaults, and we will see to his burial.
So who's the other person?
The other person.
Because I brought the body of the girl too. I was like, I'm wondering if she's a maid or if she's this girl or.
We'll have to look into who that one is. I am not fully sure. There are many bodies in that room, some of which I knew and some I did not.
We do apologize. Well, at least I grabbed his body because I didn't want no foul play to be done with it afterwards.
We appreciate that. Thank you. Well, like I said, we owe you a debt.
So repay it.
I plan to, as best I can.
Oh, sorry. I said that out loud.
The days of our son's rule over us, and Katarina here has explained much to us about what happened there. Was devastating to our realm in many ways. One of which is definitely our coffers have been reduced more than we'd like, but we were able to gather a small funds to assist you in going forward, to aid some bit of our show of gratitude. And he'll gesture off to the side, and there's like 4 decent sized like chests, like maybe 1.5 feet by a foot, kind of rectangular boxes. In addition, I was able to gather some items, some of power, all of power from what I can gather. That's not really my forte, but Karina assures me that each one of them would be a suitable option. I figured each of you could choose one, and feel free to decide upon it. I don't know exactly what everyone does, but there you are. And off kind of near where these chests are, there's been like a table laid out with like a velvet cloth spread over it, and upon it are several items laid out.
Nice cloth.
So each of you...
So I was thinking. I was like, that red cloth looks pretty nice.
What's up with that cloth there?
It's like all these magical items. You're like, I want the cloth.
Okay.
I'll take the cloth.
I'll take the table.
Not that one. Those are my grandpapa's.
Now it's mine.
Each of you may choose one item of your choice. So on the table, as you guys look over there is a decent size, like a 3-inch circular, like basically pocket watch looking item there with a small chain that looks like it can attach to you so like it doesn't fall off or disappear. There is a small like needle that's there. It's kind of glowing a little bit with like magical energy. There is a set of bracers that are sitting there that have kind of like arcane runes inscribed upon them. There is a small, almost plain like circlet, almost like a crown sort of thing on there with like just a little simple like triangular like centerpiece sort of thing on the where would go on the forehead with a like ruby infused on that one. There is there's a ring that seems to be made out of hematite with an engraving of a rune upon it. There is another, let's see, this is looks like a wooden ring itself. And then it's got like what looks like vines inscribed on it with like little like emeralds, essentially as like the leaves coming off the vine on the ring. There is another ring that has what it looks like 2 hands holding on to like a yellow stone that kind of has a faint like shimmer or glow almost to it. There is a fine-looking scimitar on it that has the 2 sides of like the crossbar of the hilt part is almost like has like little like lightning bolts inscribed upon that one, and a like purple violet stone worked into the bottom of it. hilt. And there is a shield that seems to be covered with various gems and has like a large rune, like arcane rune inscribed upon that. And that is what is sitting upon the table.
That's a lot of stuff.
I think in character, everybody else can pick first. I'm not too fussed. Out of character, any of the items require attunement?
They pretty much all will require attunement, but all should be rather worth.
I've got full slots, so everyone else can pick first, and I'll decide from that.
That's true. I'm pretty much slotted out actually at this point. I've got one slot left. Oh no, I have no slots left because I got my wand ring and I got my Foclucan. That is not going to stop me from taking shit.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, worst comes worst, you grab something and then you can sell it or whatever if you don't like what you get.
Lucius is going to be a dick and he's going to grab the crown.
Okay, so Lucius picks up the crown.
Nice.
Just if you lose.
I think Pios has gravitated toward either the ring, the wooden ring, but he's also looking at the shield too.
Are you not interested in the stone ring? No. Okay.
So,
did he freeze or?
I don't know.
Mind
melt.
Like in character, Randy like goes, "There's a ring made of stone," and there's like a moment where like there's a short fuse that happens inside Pios's head. Like, no, okay, just asking.
I have plenty of rocks that I can pick up.
Fair enough. I go over to the braces. I look at them. What color are they? Are they black and white? They matching?
Let's see. Trying to see exactly. It doesn't have a great description, so we can make it black and white. It's fine. Make it nice and beautiful for you.
I'll take some sexy black and white braces.
Okay.
And I might try and snaggle that yellow ring at the same time. See if I can like fold that, like lacrosse net the ring inside the braces at the same time.
They are clearly like laid out separately, and there are a couple of guards that are just kind of like standing there watching you guys pick.
I just wanted to know. Carry on. Putting the yellow ring back in. Fine. I was going to be a cowboy. My Yellowstone. Oh, well, that's fine. Take my braces.
Yeah, out of the two items, I think Pios is the wooden ring.
Wooden ring, all right.
Yeah. He figures he's already got a shield.
Okay.
Give me a quick rundown. What's left?
All right, so let's
Shield
see.
with gems.
There is a needle that is sitting on the table, which has like a kind of faint glow to it. There is like a pocket watch, a golden pocket watch on there with various like arcane sigils worked into it, some gems. Let's see, the crown was gone. There is a hematite ring with a rune inscribed upon that one as well. Let's see, that one's gone. There is a ring with the two hands and the yellow stone within it, and there is there is a scimitar with the lightning and the purple stone on it. Okay. And the shield with all sorts of like gems.
I start making my way towards the shield with all the gems in, thinking greed more than anything else. And then out of the corner of my eye, I do see the pocket watch, and it gives me a flashback to when I was a child and seeing somebody leave the brothel with one of those watches and being like, I'm going to get one of them one day. So I grabbed the pocket watch and take the pocket watch.
Okay. There is.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately try and put the braces on, but because I'm attuned to other things, they don't automatically fit me, so they are too big for me. So they're actually like leggings that come up to my crotch, and I'm like, nope, I look ridiculous. No, thank you very much. And like the king's going, but you need to attune. I go, shh, quiet, you. Gonna take them off, and just like, they're not for me.
Lucius is gonna look at Randall, and I'll just put the crown on his head.
Well, now this is very nice. You got a crown, I got a crown. We're kind of the same, aren't we, King Dude? What do you reckon?
Yes. I would also like to send something to honor the mage that helped you. I was not able to get a hold of him yet, though. But if one of you would like to choose something that you want to bring to him, then I would be honored for you to make the choice.
Who for?
For Sagranus.
For Sagranus.
Is there anything there which has got his house's sigil in any way, shape, or form? Like, is there an aspect to it in any way?
There's not really anything that has that tree or the sun symbol that you can see on it. Yeah.
But with the sun as an aspect, that yellow stone ring could be.
I was thinking either a possible stone ring.
The stone ring's also a good shout, to be fair.
Or we can just give him the needle because it looks the most inconspicuous. We can go like, hey, we got a crown. Look at me. I
gotta tell you, that needle is kind of giving me absolute vibes right now. I won't lie.
What's on the table?
Randy's like, he puts down the circlet, he picks up the needle, and like he looks at the others going, I'm sorry, I'm a kid in a candy shop. I don't know which one I want to go for. I think I would go for the needle though, and I would take the crown and go, I think Sagranus would actually benefit from this. I get a feeling he would like this.
I can give it to him next time we see him.
Okay. Sorry, Lucius. I hate to re-gift your gift.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay, then fine. Then I shall take that needle and I shall put it into my pocket, very aware that at this point I really just need to take that. Groovy.
All right. Yeah, with that, the king will say, once again, I cannot fully convey how grateful I am that you were able to save my kingdom, save maybe further beyond that. I hope these will aid you in your further endeavors, and know that there is always a place of honor here at my court for you.
Thank you.
Katarina will kind of come over too. Thank you again. I'm going to stay here and help the king, give him what little information I have. But as we discover more information, I will contact you. We have people out searching the islands, trying to discover what happened to the rest of my folk. And as soon as I know anything, I will send a message to one of you. I don't know who desires to be the recipient, but
hand up. Just
Hendrix.
All right.
If they're not on my ship, I'll probably know where they are anyway. So
fair enough. Fair enough.
Talking of people in your land, I have to commend insert name of village we just came from here. I can't remember the map's. They were extremely grateful and hospitable for outsiders. And if there's any thanks you can share with them, it would be much appreciated. As the train goes past in the background.
Yeah. That's hotel.
So what is that? It's not from me. That's why I was like, okay.
Yes, I will convey that to them. Their aiders is good. We will send them a boon as well. Were you talking about Karos, the village?
Yeah,
or
the farming village. That
okay.
Yeah. Please give them our thanks once more for all the help they gave us.
Also, I was told that there was a group of gladiators that aided you. One of you, I believe, was leading their troop against the walls.
I am. I will be not going with my companions. Instead, I am staying here as well.
Well, it's been pointed out to me that then these gladiators aided, and thus their full freedom and pardons from any wrongdoings or actions will be gifted. Furthermore, go.
Yes.
I was going to say, furthermore, I also can't have a group of gladiators just roaming around, causing trouble in the countryside.
They will not. I wish to form the Badger Lodge here, and I would like them to be under that name. Thus, an aid to the king.
All right. Well, that does solve some problems. Yeah, that can work. However, I will need oaths of fealty sworn to the kingdom, to the nation. I understand your Badger Lodge was formed in Tassos, and therefore would have loyalty elsewhere. But if you're here on my lands, then I would want assurances that you will fight for our island, serve our causes, answer my beckons.
Will do.
Just gave it up.
Just like that.
Just
well
like
then,
that.
Young one, what is your name?
I am Pius of the Badger Lodge.
All right. Commander Pius of the Helat Badgers. Welcome to our realm. Now, I hate to be discourteous or cut you short, but I have been left a little bit in a weakened state, and I am growing tired. I would like to take my rest. If you would like, I have instructed the chefs to cook up a meal for you before you depart, and anything else you need, I'd be happy to
we would
send
like to
servants
have
for.
Cake.
Wine. A lot
Wine.
of good wine. Thank you.
Just a sturdy meat meal and some wine would be great before we set sail.
Yeah. Nothing shit.
Talking of set sail, if you could spare a few days' supplies and the ship's docked in the Royal Dock just outside, it'd be much appreciated.
He kind of glances over at Katerina. Can you see to it? She nods.
Katerina, respectfully, my lord, this would be an opportunity perhaps for Helat to consider opening up the trade barrier processes with Tassos at this point. And one way to do that, to open up trade processes, would be to send what you have in your stores at the moment, or your finest wares, as specimens and examples that we can actually laden inside Hendrix's ship. We'll take it back to Tassos and show them what you've got going on there, and say that you're open to further trade in the future.
I'll leave Katerina up to this particulars of that side of things. Like I said,
Catherine, you heard him. Load it up, girl. Am I right? You know I'm right.
With that, he kind of slowly gets up, and a couple of the guards kind of come over and give him their arms to try to like help support him as he's kind of gets up. Another guard gathers up the remaining items off the table and starts taking it up, following the king and these other guards up out of the room. Once he is gone, Katerina will kind of gesture and lead you over to another room, not too far away. It's essentially out the hall and down. There's like a dining area that has been set up. One of the tables in particular has like food already on it. There is cuts of meat laid out. There are like various breads that are still kind of steaming and baking. There's some fruits and vegetables. There are several bottles of wine of different like vintages and styles that have been set out. And like what looks like a very cold pitcher full of like ale.
Okay. I will methodically work my way around the table, selecting those items that can actually not get squished and can hold their own, and place them into the bag of holding. I'm going to pick out 6 bottles of wine, and I'm going to pick out a watermelon, and possibly a pineapple if I can find one.
Yeah, sure. Something akin to the pineapple, like a sweet, kind of a very sweet fruit. Probably not super native here, but this is the King's Court, and they have various items that have been brought in. Yeah, you're generally kind of like left in peace to enjoy yourselves. The meal is well cooked, well seasoned. You can tell that this is done by like the best chefs in the nation, and the servants will come in several times to refill things and to clear out plates as they get emptied.
Yeah, so we'll eat.
Yeah,
It has
if there's
been fun while it lasted.
Yeah, it has.
Maybe the next person you'll find will also do a good job at killing people as I did.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think they're going to be as good at being as creepy as you.
Fair enough.
I have to ask, is it an act? Or is this really who you are?
It is a way of deceiving people to take them off their edge.
Well, bravo, sir. You are one hell of a poker player.
It is one thing to fight for honor. It is another thing to get the upper hand on someone and defeat them.
Yeah, I get that. I think you know I do get that.
I slightly smile.
I mean, I won't miss you just popping up and being at my shoulder every so often. But I'm fairly sure that every time you've been at my shoulder, I managed to survive just a little bit longer because of it. So, thank you.
I have tried. please keep Lucius out of jail.
That's a big ask, but I mean, I'll tell you what I'd do. If he gets into jail, I'll make sure I can get him out again. How's that?
Then you can have Sagranus electrocute him afterward.
Yeah. Plus, I got this one now. I can just fireball him anytime I feel like it.
He seems to like electricity more.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'm looking at my wonder fireballs, and there's a part of me that's like, maybe Pios needs this. Because I know he's very good up close, but he's not very good from a distance. But then Randy's like, nah. I gave him a mouse. He's gold.
Eventually, Katerina will kind of come in, find a seat, pour herself like a goblet of wine, and kind of like slump down in the seat. Your ship's being loaded right now. Well done, boys.
It's been an adventurous cut, and let's keep in contact. If anything arises here, or you hear anything, send an owl, a spell. Let us know.
Sounds good. Yes, no problem. I'll send a message to you. And same, if you find out anything or hear anything, let me know.
Agreed.
So what's the next adventure for Great Shield Wardens?
Well, we need to go back to our island, but definitely after that, I think a bit of R&R is definitely in order. Takes quite a lot saving a whole island. I look around the room to make sure everybody heard me say it.
Yeah, especially when you got pretty much no help whatsoever from the guards, the militia, any kind of help from the army. They're all pretty useless, you know what I mean? If it hadn't been for us, why, they were just knee deep in devil cock. They should just be thanking us every day of their life.
They don't even know how big that one was that we stopped.
Nope. That was one big mama jamma. Huge. It was like 8 foot tall. Maybe taller.
I think it was a bit taller than that.
It was a little bit taller.
Randy is 3 foot high. Anything that is more than 6 foot is giant. Okay, that is absolutely ridiculous. 8 foot, that would terrify anyone. What is wrong with you? So.
No, that's completely fair.
But I think I've abused these individuals for long enough. I can see a couple of them whitening their knuckles around the hilts of their swords. I can read a room. Yeah, I could take them.
Probably could. On that too, though, they have much to learn. We will teach them.
All right. Teach them how to do the knock spell.
Yes. That one is going to be proliferated around here.
Like, get that written on a bunch of scrolls. Have that available as like an emergency break glass in case of collared one. Smash glass and recite. I think genuinely, like, you have to look and say, this was a genuine island-wide pandemic. You need to find the cure to that process. Okay? I think maybe issue a ban on any high-collared clothing for the next decade. No necklaces without a warrant or a permit. I think you need to actually look at people who are coming in from other countries, that they have to go through a rigorous mind reading process. I know a couple of people who live up in the city. You know what I'm saying? You can't just let these devils come in here and just take over like it was no thing whatsoever. Right?
You have some points. Some of your suggestions border along a tyranny that I'm not sure I want to see this side of the world run down.
A suit of armor around the island. Otherwise, people will die.
Well, they have me now to help. That should hopefully do something. Granted, I may have just ruined my chances of enacting my full revenge, but I couldn't see this island or this entire realm of existence be taken over by them as well. I'll keep good watch on them. Don't worry, Randy.
All right, because if I got to come back in here, I will freaking burn the whole place down if I have to. You understand that?
Yes, and I believe you have every ability to. But I will be working hard here to ensure that you won't have to. And I already have plans to visit Sagranus and get some information and share some knowledge with him.
It's not a bad shout. That guy's kind of smart. That guy's wicked smart. Randy takes his bottles, puts them in his pouch, and gives her a quick hug around the leg. Sneaks a peek up to see whether or not she's wearing any underwear. Gets slapped in the face. Goes, "Yep, fair enough." Walks away, and that'll be him.
Yeah, Lucius is gonna put his hand on Pius real quick. He's gonna be like, "Take care of yourself, and no more trying to fight people that are bigger than you, especially Goliath."
Pius smiles, nods his head. "I will try, my friend. I will try." And before Lucius leaves, Pius digs in one of his pouches and pulls out that stone and hands it to Lucius.
Thank you. It's an honor. I'll make sure to beam Goliath in the head with it for you.
Please do. Please do. It will be close. Fond memories, at least. Especially if they're vampires.
Vampires, okay.
I'll give a cat a nod, expecting to hear from her in the future, but Pius, I wasn't expecting him to just leave. We've been traveling a while, so I go out to him, take his arm. It's been a hell of an adventure, and there's somebody on this island that you might want to get in contact with. I feel that you and them might have similar goals, or at least similar hobbies. His name's Gravtar, and now he has his a grove, and I start then describing where the grove is, and say he has a group of people there that he's also looking to protect. Maybe it's something that you could look into while on the island.
Most definitely, we will definitely get in contact with each other. It has been fun, Hendrix. It has been an interesting adventure. If there's any more cake that you'd like to take with you, please do. But also, please, now lean in toward Hendrix. Make sure Randall doesn't kill you.
I won't. Make sure you don't kill you. And I walk away.
And I think with that, it's probably a good point for us to take a short break. So I want to thank everyone who is in the chat right now. We have a good group, especially over on Twitch. But you could also catch us on Kick or YouTube, currently running live on both. And if you're catching this in the future on reruns, you can always join us live for these events. We're currently running every other Monday. So check out like our Twitch stream for that, or follow our socials, because Dave will put all that stuff up on our socials at least once a week to let everyone know what's coming up for the week as far as games go. We've got lots of things going on. And yeah, I think with that, let's take 15 minutes and then we'll be back here. So go get yourselves a break, bathroom, water, whatever. We'll see you then. If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon. Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show. Welcome back, watchers. Welcome back to Shadowlands, session 44. Our party has just returned to the capital of Helot, to Pylumen, to the castle, to speak to King Leonis, who granted them chests, each of which, though they have not looked in yet, is the equivalent of 5,000 gold pieces. Chilling in there, along with various legendary items that they all chose without knowing what they were choosing. And Katarina has seen to the outfitting of the ship with supplies for their return trip to their island of Vassos, to the capital of Tassos, back to Theodosia Macrilli, the high priestess there, who has been their kind of benefactor and their kind of leader of their new lodge, I guess, what you call it. I don't know what it is. Anyways, and so we will rejoin our party as they kind of climb back on to their ship to return to, as our wonderful Lucius says, their sugar mama.
Yeah. Randy has immediately the needle in his backpack and has no idea where it's gone. It's just fallen in there somewhere. It's like, that's a bugger. Oh well, this crown's looking pretty sweet. He's going to absentmindedly just put it on his forehead and just forget that he's wearing it after a while.
All right. You guys set sail. Apparently this map takes forever to load too. I need to learn how to load up smaller maps.
In the meantime,
go big or go home. I'm
playing with
already home. Let's go big.
And I've tuned to it.
Oh, nice. You have?
Yeah, I've taken off the blindside dagger for now.
Wow.
I know.
That is...
Activate the darkness spell once again.
Oh, exactly.
That is crazy. Randy is 100% on the prow of the ship, standing on the front and just like...
I'll come up behind you and pick you up like a child.
Whee! Put me down. I am a man.
Sorry.
Do it again later.
I
felt nice.
Okay, cool.
It's nice.
Who also had that dagger, the Stoneheart dagger? That
the one that turned people to stone. I believe Randy picked that up.
I have that somewhere. I just have never noted the fact that it's called a Stoneheart dagger.
That is what it is called. I will have to create that magical item. I do believe that should require attunement too, so that is an issue for you guys to deal with as well.
Hey.
I also have a Seeker Dart dagger, which I've never used. A dagger that always hits just once.
Just once.
76% of the time, it works 100%.
That'd be
of the
good
time.
if you're playing like competitions.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw this at the dartboard.
We're going to do a one throw
100%.
bet. Your kingdom for this one throw.
It'll come up, man. It's gonna show up one day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably in the worst possible way for me.
Yep. You're like, oh, I see. That's how you wreck my campaign. Thanks, Dave. Anyway.
I mean, to be fair, I've given you guys all sorts of crazy things to wreck my campaign with. So
got my Ring of Stealth spell storing on. I've got my coronet on. I've got my Bandor strapped on my back, and I'm slowly putting into my Ring of Spell storing 4 first level spells. I'm putting in 2 Featherfalls, 2 Healing Words, and 1 Charm Person.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, the 3 of you find yourselves aboard the ship.
All right. Wandering around, looking for my section of the ship, realizing that Hendrix is as yet still not created my section of the ship. Feeling very offended about that.
There's not much to this ship as it is. There is a brig. Is it a brig or brig is underneath? Is that a brig? I'm not sure with ship terminology, but we have the undership, which has a couple of rooms in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, and then the captain's quarters upstairs on the main deck. But
yeah,
you can have one of the rooms, Randy. Okay.
I go down to the room and I come back up and I go, there's no bath. I'm just saying, there's no bath.
No, that's understandable. We'll put it on the list. Talking to the ship. We're gonna have to get a bath.
I mean, who has a ship without a bath?
I've seen you create things out of nothing.
Can't make a bath? That. Not now. I need to have a nap. I made a big old.
We can get a bucket.
Look at the banner.
Fill it with water and throw it at you.
The banner.
I look at Lucius and go, "Don't throw a bucket. Who throws a bucket? Honestly."
I mean, water. Put water in the bucket, throw the water at you, then you take a bath that way. Or we can get a cauldron. You're short enough to fit in there.
This is another short joke. Okay, I see. That's cool. No bother. That's fine. I'm going to cast Mage Hand.
You know I love you.
Subtle spell that, and I'm going to take his coin purse. 100% happening. What's your passive perception, Lucius?
20.
Yeah, you totally see this mage hand coming at you. That's fine.
I'm going to try to move out of the way if possible.
There's this moment where around on the ship, I'm following around for a good minute, trying to actually chase you with a mage hand, and you're just like, get away from me, you monster. So we're not paying any attention to anyone coming in to attack the ship, just as a point of reference.
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
We're overly confident, so we're probably not even paying attention.
Not even a little bit.
It's like everyone begging, Bill, please just send something at the ship.
No.
What?
The ship is on course. I am at the wheel, not driving it.
Does Hendrix at any point like spin the wheel and watch it not react in any way, shape, or form, and be like, "This is purely ornamental, isn't it?"
Only when people try to talk to me. I'm very busy, guys.
Okay.
It's been about an hour attuned to that stopwatch now.
Yeah, no problem. Time easily passes aboard this ship as you guys kind of settle in to this moment of kind of levity, this moment where you finally get to relax. Things have gone fairly well for you as far as you know and can handle so far. And you're heading back home. The city of Tassos, the capital of the island you were all brought up on, Vassos. And as far as I'm concerned, we can kind of just say that several days will pass as you make this air journey back home. You will eventually find yourself in familiar airspace as you kind of pass over the city of Mirtras upon
Meta sucks. You suck.
Your journey back home, and kind of come in, pulling in towards the capital city of Tassos. At one point during the first day, the banner will fade away, dissolving into magical nothingness, and the ship will move a little bit easier in your stead now, Hendrix. It doesn't have the drag of the large banner flying behind it. But yeah, you finally get there. Yeah. Oh, tailwind. And you're able to pull in and dock, like, which you guys would have generally known where it is anyways, up by the capital section. The temple itself has its own docks right there, along with the main castle and that kind of like royal courtyard. And as you kind of pull in, there is the hustle and bustle of the castle courtyard, as you were kind of used to before. There will be a couple of priestesses that will be out, and as they see you guys kind of pull in, they will kind of gesture and start to help you guys tie down the ship and greet you.
If Theodosia's not on the dock herself, I'll send the owl to go find her, so she at least knows we are on the island now.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask it, during our journey, will we have an opportunity to open up the treasury and realize that we have 5,000 gold pieces each, or 5,000 gold pieces as a total?
Each got 5,000 gold pieces.
Okay. In that case, when we land, whilst Hendrix is dealing with Theodosia, I'm going to turn around to others and say, I'd like to go to the bank.
Oh, I thought we were gonna have a cut scene of Randy,
okay.
like
at casino,
making it rain, like
strip clubs.
No, Randy actually had literally, it was so good that he was on this ship for enough days to have that image and that fantasy play through, and then for him to start really thinking. So he'd like to be able to head over to the bank, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Whilst I turn to the others and go, I'll meet you with Theodosius. I'll be maybe an hour at most.
Okay.
500. Is it 500 platinum for 5,000 gold pieces? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's essentially the equivalent of that. So it would have been a mix of gold and platinum.
Right. Okay.
But
All in copper pieces.
Okay.
got like 8 big old chests full of copper. There you go.
You're like, oh! Cheers, I guess.
Yeah. Cool. Now I got to count all this.
Yeah.
That's enough for 25 hirelings for the day. We could get an army, I'm just saying, real quick.
75 hirelings if you all just go. This is what we got. One day of an army.
One day army. That's fine. See, I'd like to go to the lending house or the banking institution, and I would like to ask to speak with the manager.
Okay. Yeah, so you would find yourself at the first bank of Vassos, and within you will find an older halfling gentleman, kind of like in like deep maroon suit and like a white collarless shirt, kind of come out. Yes, you've asked to speak to the manager. I am he. I am Manuel.
Manuel, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. And you are?
My name is Randolph Romes.
Ah, Mr. Romes. Yes. What can I do for you?
I believe my father owes a portion to this bank. Is that correct?
Well, believe so, Mr. I don't think there was a Romes on the account there, was that? There was Mr. Loams?
Sorry, I mispronounced. Yes, of course. That's my name, Randolph Loams. My father is, of course, the Mr. Loams of which you speak.
Oh, yes, I do know of him. Wow, I did not realize his sons were in the investing world as well. What can I do for you, Mr. Loams?
I'm here to buy some of my father's debt.
Oh, really?
How much does he owe the bank at this moment?
Well, and is there an appropriate amount that you think your dad would be indebted?
I mean, he's a trade merchant, so he could be in heavy hock, knowing that, his investments are the kind of things that the bank is happy to have a regular payoff, But I don't think that he's in the black. That's my point. I think that there's a good chance that he would have a 4-figure sum of debt owed. I wonder how much a manor would cost on the Isle of Tassos.
I mean, if it was just flat out his, like if he was just buying a new house sort of thing, I mean, very expensive here, especially the manner of which you grew up in,
So we're looking at 100,000, 10,000?
Probably in the 100,000 range.
Okay.
For that sort of establishment plus decent enough estate to go along with it, yeah.
Okay. In which case, I hand over.
I mean, granted, he's not necessarily, I don't know if your house would be fully indebted either at this point, unless you think he's gone that heavily in.
Well, I mean, equity is equity. That's fine. I would like to give the 5,000 into the bank in exchange for 5% of my father's business earnings. By essentially stock a percentage of his whatever he is into for the bank. I want to be able to take 5% of it away.
All right. Yeah, we can say that is, the 5,000 if that's what you want to put in. Yeah, that makes sense.
Then I do that, and I make sure that the legal documents are on my person, and I say, thank you very much for your time.
Of course, sir. It's been a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Loams. I will have all those documents fully drawn up. Is there a location you would like your earnings, or would you like me to start to count for you here?
You can start an account here. That would be fine for me. Thank you.
Perfect. Well, it's been a pleasure. Should I inform your father that I ran into you?
I'll tell you what. Let's make that a surprise. I want to let him know on his birthday.
Well, I'm sure he will be very excited to see that one of his sons has taken after his mercantile exploits and have delved into it with such prosperity.
Certainly. And I assume discretion will be assured.
But of course.
I'm going to be feeding into this account, and if you can let me know when I have managed to unlock more than 50% of his debt, please. That would be just super.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Well, have a good day, sir.
You too, sir. He shakes your hand and has a couple of his guards kind of take the vast sum that you have given and start counting and verifying and setting things up.
Cool. I'm gonna walk on out and head over to Theodosia, and I make a note very carefully. 5,000 down, 45,000 to go.
Okay. With that, where are we looking at? Lucius, what did you do as you guys got off the... Lucius and Hendrix, you're together, so I guess if you stay together, what are you guys up to? Or if you're splitting up, what's the game plan?
I'd be honest, staying with the ship, waiting for Theodosia. To be honest, my headset is, if I get that out of the way, I can then relax. I don't have to think about anything. I'm trying to get all that official stuff out. So I'm at the ship, waiting for Theodosia, sent Daisy, so she knows we're here. Lucius, you can hang out, or you can rock out with you.
Well, the first person's good. I don't know about the second one. You might dislike that, but I'll wait for Theodosia, and then I probably might head to the bank as well, because Lucius doesn't feel good carrying all that kind of money. Like, we have lost money in ways like that, so he'll stay with him until the Theodosia thing, and then go deposit their money or something.
I'm looking at you like, what's a bank?
Oh, it's a place where they store your money. Plus, you can do other things where you can put your money in to make money out of it. Things like that. We try it sometime. Since I'm in the military, I automatically have money deposited there for serving. So
I put my money. What was it called? A bank.
If you don't have it on you, you can't get robbed. And if they get robbed, they have to give you your money back.
I don't have it when I need it.
Then you go get it when you need it.
Well, if it's on the ship, it's right where I am.
Well, that's why well, that is true. You can do that. I mean, don't listen to me. Like,
I look at Lucius like he's a crazy man. Like, well, why would I put my money in building and I can't spend? I'll keep a hold of it. What's the worst that can happen?
Right. I feel like Lucius is probably thinking, maybe I should get a ship and store my money there.
You can store your money on my ship if you want, but then if you need it, you need to come to me. See how silly that sounds?
I see. So you're gonna be my long shark now?
That sounds silly.
You know what? We should make a casino. That's what we need to do.
Casino.
A flying casino. Yeah.
We had a little one out the back of the brothel when I was younger, and there was quite a lot of coins. Granted, a lot of it was copper and silver, but there was a lot passing through there. We need to do some research, though. I feel we need to go to a few casinos ourselves.
Not a bad idea. Plus, we
I
should
heard
hire
those,
somebody to be in charge, so that way, if anything goes bad, we can pin it on them instead of us.
Okay. Well, this is why research is needed. We'll have to go to a few other casinos and see how they run.
Exactly.
There was that. What was that pleasure island called? Bumped into somebody at the ball where we first went off on everything. Arc. I started going through and rummaging through my mind, trying to remember what it was called. Arcasonian.
Never heard of it, but I'm pretty sure Randall probably knows.
Ah, well. Let's figure out where he is and Theodosia is, and
Okay.
maybe do some research.
Eventually, between the priestesses that are with you and Daisy, Theodosia will kind of come out to meet you guys. I assumed you were able to probably go into your general quarters that are attached to the temple here, and she'll kind of come into the general area. I'm sorry I was not here when you guys arrived. Was busy. What can I do for you guys? By the way, I heard great things. Sigranis was telling me what a good job you were doing there.
Am I with them at this point?
Sure, you could have made it by there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we had a good time. Nice, easy. Bit of a fun island, really. Went out there, made some friends, went to the coast, had a few laughs.
Yeah. Lovely locals.
And eventually, some people died hard, and that's fine.
It was the visitors that were annoying.
Yes. How did that go our end over on Vassos? Did we make sure none of that happened?
We've seen no colored ones. We've put out the word. We've have teams searching and exploring.
Okay.
I'll hear whispers when something does turn up, if something does turn up.
You know they're going to come. They're not going to stop.
I gather, from what Sigranis has been telling me, things. He said he'd probably try to stop by later if he frees up. But yeah, you averted a big threat to the world at all. What is it you have in store next? I don't have anything on the docket just yet. I quite feel you probably earned a little bit of a reprieve of duties.
A little vacation wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, Arkshan's good this time of year.
Yes. The Arcosian. Yes, the
that's the name of it. As I'm like, I remember now.
Oh, you're talking about you've been saying Arkshan. I'm like, what is an Arkshan? Yeah, Arcosian, man. Enunciate, my dear boy.
Spoke to her. And then I start swearing in Elvish. Never knew Elvish before I picked up that locket, by the way. So
I'm like, that's for sure the Elvish swear words were the first words that Randy definitely learned to heart. So he's like, I know what you're saying. I can't respond because I'm not that good at Elvish, but I know what you're saying. So I start going inside Hendrix's head telepathically with Hendrix's voice going, you're an idiot, you're an idiot, you're an idiot. Because I can do that.
Appreciate
it. Got you, fan. I feel bad.
I'll get you back.
And move on. I know you will.
No, we might travel to another island. Obviously, we know the ambassadors came here and we went to where they came from, but we don't know about any other island. And I feel an island where everybody goes to is going to have loose lips. They're going to talk. Is this... And I look at Randy again. Island. What was it called?
Arcosian.
Arcosian Island. I'm trying to justify a holiday, basically.
I looked at you like with newfound respect. I thought like you were... You sneaky devil. That is brilliant. We're going to get expenses paid on this trip. Well done. Truly, the student has become the master.
She gives a bit of a...
Randy's influence that's made that.
Yeah. She gives a little bit of a like almost a knowing smile, but then is like,
yeah,
that is excellent thinking, Hendrix. I believe that you three should definitely explore the island of Arcosian thoroughly. Verify that there are no colored ones there or their influence, and after you spend, I don't know, several days or a week or two, maybe, report back all that you've found. Maybe not all that you've found, looking at Randy.
You also may have noticed, well, I don't know, he is quite sneaky, that we are shy one.
Ah, yes. I had reports of such. It's sad to see him go. I had been looking into others, if you would be desiring extra personnel in your group. I think it probably wouldn't be bad. I could arrange for someone. I had someone in mind. They had quite a bit of skill with airships and time with them, and perhaps with your new acquisition. Still underneath your captaincy, of course, Hendrix, but perhaps they could help out, be an extra hand on the ship at least.
That could be beneficial, definitely. Definitely meet this person as I look at the other two.
Oh yeah, I mean, Hendrix, you're really good on that ship. You steer it so well. Like, I don't even see you move the wheel and it just seems to go. That's really professional.
I'm quite surprised it's come to me like second nature, to be honest.
Yeah. It's a skill.
Thank you. Already.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
anyway, trying to avoid.
I don't know what time you were planning on departing for your trip. I was thinking perhaps you at least stay and we could have dinner. Sigrana should be back in the area by then, and perhaps we can all get together and I can invite the new possibility to your crew.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Dinner's good.
Yeah,
we can leave dinner. I like that. We don't know this person.
It's a good shout. We can always leave dinner. I'm going to write that one down. That's going to be a lyric.
Well, then, I think that leaves us with about 4 or 5 hours until dinner time. I will leave you guys to whatever you need to do on the island. I'm sure you have friends or family that probably miss or whatever. And I will return to the temple. I have some work. You come join me up there, and we'll have dinner arrayed up there.
Perfect.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Lucius, lend us 500 gold pieces.
Why?
Don't have any money.
To be honest, same. I ain't got nothing on me.
Yeah. Lucius, can you lend 500 to Hendrix and all?
You're pushing it a little, buddy.
It's not for me, it's for Hendrix, he's the one who doesn't have the 500 gold pieces. But can I get my 500 first, please?
So how many platinum pieces is 500 gold?
50.
50, yeah.
I'll start counting and give it to you. There you go.
Cool. Randy takes the 50 platinum pieces and adds them to the 200 gold he's already got.
With that, I have to go to the bank as well, so I'll just catch you guys back up here.
Don't forget Hendrix's money, yeah? Jeez, that guy. Am I right? He's so bad with money.
His chip has his money. He told me already.
Yeah,
To be honest, there is one small errand I wouldn't mind doing a couple hours on the ship. You're welcome to.
You want to be alone?
No, you're welcome to tag along. I think you might enjoy this as much as I was going to.
Ooh, color my curiosity the color of piqued.
Cool. While Lucius goes to the bank, then I will take the ship and fly it past the house I grew up in, hoping to see the overset man farming outside and dealing with the pigs that used to force me to do it. Not even father, just a guy that I had to live with. And I chuck a handful of gold in his face so he looks up at the ship, and I just flip him the bird. So satisfied in what I've done with my life compared to him now, and sail away. So only he saw that.
Do you know that guy, or did you just want to abuse a farmer?
That is where I grew up. What he's doing is what I did.
No more. I 100% get it. I'm doing that too, but it takes a bit longer.
Well, if you need, I can take you. Like, we've got the ship. I know you.
No, but you know what? If we could fly by the estate real quick.
I'm like, got it. I turn the ship left and it goes right.
Yeah. Magical. So gifted. We come across to the estate, the Loam estate. And
Do you want to go in scary or fast?
I'm going to direct him to come around to the rear, to the second floor, to the balcony with French windows that leads to my mother's bedroom. I say, can you wait here a second? I jump off quickly playing the Folkluken, so I fly down.
I have the fog activated, so it just looks like you're floating out of fog.
Nice. I'm going to land quietly on the balcony and open up the door. And I shall take a look. Is my mother in or not?
Yeah, I'd say, let's see here. I'm going to roll. I'm
Okay.
going to determine. You can hear her voice coming from like her antechamber. Like, so you come in through the like balcony through that side, which is like attached to her bedroom, but then she has like her living room area that's separate, from the rest of the families, where she has her study, whatever, her books, her paintings.
Okay, I will quietly arrange on her table, which she has next to her dresser, a bottle of wine, the ring from Senator Heller, and I will quickly write a note saying, Mother, I have returned. All is well. I am sorry I've missed you. I will catch you upon my return. In the meantime, if you hear my voice in your head, do not be alarmed, and you may reply to this message. Love, your son, Randy. Scribble that one out, and I will leave.
Cool.
I will fly back up to the ship, and because it's in fog, I will 100% headbutt my way onto the bottom of the ship and go, ow, ow. Okay, that's fine. Fine. I look cool. Fall over the side of the ship and land on the deck.
Be good to go.
Yeah. I'm not going to remember for about an hour that I put my Titan dust inside that ring of Senator Haller, but by then it will be far too late. Mum's not going to go to sleep at some point, but that's fine.
All right, cool. Meanwhile, Lucius. Oh, sorry, was there more?
I was just going to say we will buy a bathtub on the way back to town.
Get a little small one for him.
It's fine.
Lucius is 500 gold. No problem. So you guys make your way back in. Meanwhile, Lucius, what were you up to?
Yeah, Lucius goes to the bank as well, and he's gonna try to talk to whoever's in charge.
Okay. You see a little halfling man kind of scurry out in a maroon suit and a white, collarless shirt, an older halfling, and I kind of look up at you. They tell me you want to see the manager. I am the manager here, Manuel. And who are you, sir?
My name is Lucius.
All right, Lucius, what can I do for you?
Oh, Jesus, I would give him the name of the account and the number. And then I have this much money, and I'll put down pretty much 5,000 gold down, plus whatever's in my account. And I will tell them I tend to travel a lot, and I don't really use my money for anything. So I want to find a way where I can take all this money and invest it quickly, and whatever's made, keep funneling it back in, so that way, the money's just not sitting in my bank account or in my pocket. So I figure you'd be the best person to talk to about that.
Yeah, well, of course, that is part of our dealings. 5,000, that is an interesting amount. I don't normally get that sort of deposit every day from people that I don't have a lot of prior experience with. And yet this is the second one today.
Was that sure little fella?
Yes, wore some loud, obnoxious clothing.
I'm gonna pull out my shield Wardens thing that has my information, who I am from the military. I don't know if this will help, but here you go.
Oh yes, perfect. I've got you. I found your account. There are, 4 other Luciuses here. It's kind of strange that I have so many Lucius people. It wasn't really a common name as far as I knew, but yeah.
That's interesting. My last name is Silas, so that should help.
Oh yes, I found you here. Well, depends on what you want to do. You could always invest in a company like your friend did, or you could place it anywhere you like. Really, there's
I
many
figure
companies.
You're the expert, so whatever can make me the quickest, that's the route I want to take.
Well, we only deal in the legal forms for that, but yes, there are definitely ventures. We could either directly underwrite something, or if you like, I do have funds that are designed by the bank that invest in various mercantile enterprises, and the profits then are distributed amongst those that participated.
In which one out of the two you think is the best route?
Well, I would probably, since you seem to be more passive, we could just place it in one of our diversified funds that we invest in multiple mercantile ones. We'll limit your exposure and still manage a tidy return.
All right. Well, I trust you. Don't know why, but I'll do that route.
All right then.
What I think I'll do is that out of the money there, how much is one platinum?
10 gold. Yeah.
I'll give him like 2 platinum as a tip for the help.
Oh, well, I do appreciate that. I do make a certain amount of our profits from the managing of funds. So, honestly, you depositing a sizable amount like this will eventually earn me dividends as well. So
it's okay. I appreciate your help and your honesty. So just take it.
Why, thank you, sir. And he'll gesture to the nearby guards to take your chest of whatever was left over after distributing some money to Randy, and he'll deposit that into your bank.
And thank you very much, and you have a good evening.
Of course. If you'd like, there is some water and some tea set up here for our finer constituents here. Feel free to have some. And
I'll take some tea.
He'll gesture at one of the other aides there, and they kind of rush over and get you some tea. And well, if you excuse me, I do have a few other things to invest in, work on, and I will be happy to see you at any point. Please come back. We appreciate your patroning the First Bank of Tassos.
No, thank you very much.
Tassos.
He's gonna be leaving. Yeah, he'll probably just walk out with the tea. He don't care.
Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Eventually, you guys all gather back in, unless there's other things that you think Lucius would kind of get up to.
No, he will probably come back because she said that Sagranus was going to be there, so we can give him the item then. So.
All right. Yeah, in the evening, as kind of the sun is beginning to set, you guys find yourself back at the temple here in Tassos, the main complex where much of the worship is done, and in kind of the separate dining area of Theodosia, it is actually kind of set up in her kind of living space, in her living room area, where there's the large setup table that has been placed, the finest chinas out, there are bottles of wine out, some snacks up there, and then she is already in there when you guys arrive, and with her is Sagranus, and they're both sitting kind of near one of the fireplace areas, and they're sipping on something in these tiny glasses. They almost look like wine glasses, but a little bit smaller than traditional ones, and they're kind of sitting, the fire's going. And one of the priestesses that works here at the temple complex will kind of spot you and open up the door and kind of announce you and hold the door open for you guys.
Okay.
As we're announced, enter the room, give everybody looking at us a quick nod, and try and find Theodosia's eyesight, see where we're meant to be going.
Ah. Greetings, fellows. Yes, we could sit if you want here for a bit, or we can just, I can have them start bringing out dinner.
There's no rush. We sit.
And she'll gesture. There's a couple of chairs that her and Sagranus is in, and there's a couch that seats 2 or 3 comfortably, and a couple other chairs on the other side of the couch, all generally with the fireplace as the
Are we alone in this room?
Yeah, like if you look around, there is like a servant girl that's off to the side, kind of back pretty far away from you guys, though, like 30 feet or so from you. Just kind of like standing off to the side in her like white robes that are somewhat of a match of what the priestesses would wear, but less adorned. Just kind of like standing off to the side, waiting to serve.
I drop a smiling one hand gesture just to see if there's a response from her at all.
Yeah, she give me a insight check.
It's a 21.
Yeah, you would notice kind of a flicker of recognition on her face and like a small smile pull up on one side.
I give her a small smile back, and then just moving on. Theodosia, whilst we're waiting on food, where is this potential new recruit?
Oh, well, I was going to invite them in whenever you were ready. I wanted to make sure you were all here and set.
We're here. That's. We may as well introduce each other before the food gets here, because once it starts going, Lucius will not be able to pay any attention. He'll be busy shoving meat into his mouth.
Praising.
That guy will swallow as many sausages as possible in a single sitting.
Certainly sounds insatiable. She'll gesture towards the girl and kind of like wave at her. And she'll scurry out of the room. And shortly...
I'm going to send a telepathic message to Lucius and to Hendrik saying, as soon as he comes in, are we going to jump him?
Easiest way to find out. You take the lead on this one, Randy.
Oh, I've got it. Pull up the one of fireballs and realize I'm not able to use it anymore. Put it back in again.
Yeah, and in will walk a say fairly grizzled looking feline form, a man, I guess, but definitely a tabaxi, with a shield that has this sort of like bird and upon that shield as it walks in. Dave, why don't you give me a better description of what Lako looks like?
That.
Hey, Dave, I don't think anyone on stream can hear you. Sorry, stream. Dave was giving a very nice description of what his character looks like, and he's going to make it so that you can hear him, and then he's going to start over.
You see this 6-foot-tall, wiry tabaxi, covered in scars, piercings, and the like. He wears a red eye patch over one eye. Who knows if it is real or not. His animal cloak seems to be of some kind of jungle-esque animal. His shield, as explained before, has a crest upon it. And those that know various lodges and whatnot would know that that is from the Ashy Storm Petrels. What you would know of that lodge is they are kind of privateers, fast attack. get in and out. They travel at night in airships, oftentimes on the storms themselves. What you also see... Is Sogranis there?
Not yet.
Yeah, he was actually sitting with...
Yeah.
And he didn't say hello to us.
The cat...
He's rude.
The cat immediately goes over to Sogranis and says, my friend, I have that package that you were looking for, the caviar and the fine alcohol. You do owe me a favor now. Is it not?
As always, yes. Gentlemen, it's good to see everyone here. This is Natsu. We have Hendrix, Lucius, and Randall.
It is pleased to meet you all.
Nice to meet you.
Are y'all
Sorry.
ready for a fight?
Sorry, what was your name?
I am Natsu Liko. I am part of the Ashy Storm Patrols, of course.
Natsu.
It's lovely to meet you, Natsu, and I go to reach out for him. And as I do, spectral swords are going to come flying out around me, aiming for Natsu. Going to require a dexterity saving throw from me real quick.
Let me see if I can turn that against you.
It's a subtle spell.
You don't know who it's coming from, but it's coming at you.
So would that be considered missiles?
No, it's a melee attack.
Okay.
It's a momentary circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. So it's an area of effect, if anything.
Let's test your character out now. Fight.
Kills him in the first spell.
Yeah.
Theodosia, maybe he wasn't the one for us.
Next.
Bringing the next.
Okay, so I need to make a dex saving throw?
Yes, sir. Dexterity DC is 17.
Funny enough, we had Natsu's twin brother outside, Matsu.
18.
Okay. You take 0 damage as you... how do you dodge all these blades? Is it just a whir of motion?
Oh yeah, you see him just quickly dodge left and right, this way and that way. And then at the very end, you see him standing behind you, and he slaps you in the head.
Okay. Yeah, all right. That's fair. That's fair. But can you handle some strength? And I hope that Lucius takes that as a cue that actually I was referring to him.
No, I get it. I just don't want to know if I want to harm any person.
And then I realized that no one else is joining in, and I'm like, telepathically I send that to Hendrix, and Lucius, you bastards. I turn around to Natsu and I go,
you also noticed that he moved extremely fast.
Yeah. Cool. It is noted. Do I feel like this is more than just a physical speed, that there is a supernatural aspect to this?
I think it's more of physically.
Yeah, more of a discipline than anything.
Oh, okay. Randy is not used to athletes. like he Hendrix is kind of fast, but he doesn't work out at all. And Pios did all his training before Randy ever woke up. So seeing someone who's actually quick and trim and athletic is impressive.
I see, my friend, that you are quick to the draw. That denotes spicy food is on the menu for you.
Oh, I like a bit of spice. I won't lie.
And maybe a little
Guess a bit of fire in my belly.
In your drink to make you also see things.
Go on.
I am quite a cook, as well as a brewer of sorts. That is what I do on ships mostly.
Well, I mean,
You're the dealer.
Theodosia,
I mean,
you never told us that
you know,
you were supplying us with the plug. That's fantastic.
I am having to say, I mean, Natsu has wares if you have coin.
I have coin. I have his coin, but I have coin. All
Do you have a
right, fair
bathtub?
enough. Ooh, good question.
I am willing to, trade and barter however you would like, but I thought we were here on adventurous purposes, of course.
Yeah, no, you're right.
I mean,
Randy
that is
doesn't
what
want
all
listening to you guys
these
to feel
other
like he just
fine
wants to hang out in the
people
bath.
want us to do, right? Take care of the big bad guy and all. I mean,
Yeah. No, I hear you, 100%. I look over at Lucius balefully, and I look at Natsu. It's nice to have you on board, Natsu.
It is nice to be here, of course. If the captain will allow me to come on board, of course.
Let's have this meal first and see how we get on. We can maybe go out for a walk and see how you fare. For the moment, I'm a little curious.
He is quick, right?
Yeah,
Lucius is definitely sizing him up.
Yeah. See, if it was just me going on the ship, happily add any crewman. But the fact that I've got to look after the safety of Randy as well, and having a dealer on the ship might be problematic. These are the thoughts that are going through Hendrix's head at the moment. He's like,
I'm so offended that you're accurate.
I didn't want this responsibility. It's just been thrusted upon me.
Theodosia will stand up. Well, now that the variable measuring of one's anatomy is hopefully through for the evening, how about we all join at the table and we can get to know each other better.
Indeed. Food and drink for all is what I like to say.
Mm-hmm.
It's about time to have a good meal.
Felt that Natsu's particular ability to deal with some of these darker sides of society may help you in endeavors. Plus, I'm told he's handy enough in a fight.
I try to be.
Okay.
After all, I am planning on retiring after this one last job.
Randy hears this and he's like, he thinks of all the stories of his favorite doomed characters and how many times one last job cycles through, and like he's like going, oh, this is gonna be amazing. He's gonna die so bad. Brilliant. Randy's in. Like, in his head, he's like, yep, check, done, no problem at all. And he just settles into the meal. He's not even going to test Natsu in any way, shape, or form. And he's also not going to go out of his way to steal anything from his coin purse in the next 24 hours. Qualifier there at the end.
Yeah. In the next 24 hours. Yeah, as you guys make your way to the table, some servants start making their way in. There's a large, like, bird of some sort, a game bird, almost like a turkey, but whatever would be the local fare there that's brought out.
Chocobo.
Yeah. Yeah, along with, several other plates of various other foods. Wines are brought out. a red wine is poured for everybody. And so, Natsu, they are planning on investigating the island of the Akosian to see if the whereabouts of these collared ones we've been telling you about perhaps had any influence there.
Oh, yes.
But that would be a good start.
Indeed. I have heard of these colored ones causing all kinds of trouble and the like, disrupting trade, which I am not a big fan of. For those that have coin, it must be spent. But these coloreds want to rule for power and put their golden thumb over those that are less fortunate. I feel that these coloreds need to be enlightened, let loose of their shackles. That way money may flow again. Yes, no?
Yeah. The collared ones are a big issue, for sure.
We were saying collared ones, thank God.
Yeah, I was checking on that too, to be fair. But I'm not. We need to basically. It's very important that we go to the Arcosian and we investigate thoroughly for at least 14 days, I think. Maybe 10 days might cover it, to be fair.
Yeah, there's a lot of nooks and crannies we need to cover.
I might have some contacts in that location.
Oh. Are they fun contacts?
I mean, when you mess with contacts, I mean, it depends on how you want to look at contacts. I mean, everyone has, a price on their head, so,
Right. No, I get it. They could definitely be someone to talk to. Yeah. Listen, any kind of contact
we trade.
I want to trade coin for drinks and conversation. Possibly also a whitewater rafting ride, and maybe a wall climb session.
I mean,
I'd like to sort of take my time by a pool and really survey a book with a cocktail or two.
I mean, anything is
that
possible.
Would be awesome.
I mean, one time I decided to throw all my feather coins away and jump off a ship with the rope.
Sorry. It sounded like you just threw away all your money for no reason and jumped off a ship.
No, not the feather coins. The ones that you get when you jump off a ship and it, floats you down. Yeah, I get rid of all of that. And jumped off a ship with the rope one time. Now, mind you, I acquired some more later on, but I just wanted to see the thrill on things.
Mind you, actually, I mean,
killed the person at the end of the rope, but
he's a little bit me and a little bit you, isn't he, Hendrix?
I'm not 100% sure about him. But Theodosia trusts him. And I'd love to do it. I told you so to Theodosia. So we'll take him on the ship for now.
When you owe somebody money, you have to pay.
I'm going to whisper in Hendrix's ears. Maybe he can be the person we need to run the casino where we can blame things to take up.
He is looking to retire after this. It makes sense. Okay. More investigation is needed. I like this.
Yes, we can make this work.
Fine. Let's take him with us. I will raise my glass and go, here's to an opportunity to see what we can see. And to making sure we always pay those people that owe us.
May the coins flow in the right pockets.
Damn it, he's better with words than me. I'm gonna have to kill him later.
I guess, welcome to the crew. Crew of the Midnight Garden.
Welcome. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers indeed. I love the midnight.
Glasses get raised. Drinks are had. Meat is eaten.
Yep. Yeah, you guys kind of settle into a relaxed, more casual dinner. I mean, you probably have Sigranis and Theodosia kind of asking you questions a little bit about your experiences on the other island.
I pull out the Hydra ID lodge I still have and go, yep, this is one of theirs. Like, they're one of the collared ones. Clayton, his name was.
I highly embellish all the stories so that I don't die in all of them.
I listen in, laugh, but don't correct.
I mentally give my thanks to you to let it happen and let it slide.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll then know what's up. And then ask casually if there's a place for us to crash out for the night.
I mean, your quarters are still there in our, in your barracks. I've taken the liberty of sending all of Pios's remaining items. Strangely, mostly an assortment of furs and animal bones, sent to the island that he was from.
If there were any rocks, don't send them back.
Okay. All right. I will have the rocks kept.
And they're not that useful, and they're just going to add to the postage.
Yeah, that's just going to get them killed quicker. You don't want that.
I feel sorry for the courier carrying them, to be honest.
All right. I was wondering, because there were quite a bit of rocks, various sizes, colors, assortments.
To be honest, he never wanted to admit it, but I snuck in one time, and I saw him painting them. I think he's just had a hobby where he likes to paint rocks.
Yes.
2 little faces on them and everything.
Quite a rock order.
Yeah. I don't know, I wasn't ever going to share it, but now he's gone. It's just, I feel like it would be a nice little memory for us to remember him by.
I mean, we once had
a rock painter.
Yeah, we once had a person in our congregation here that had a pet rock, would take it everywhere and talk to it. He got flashbacks from that when I saw them.
Did it ever talk back?
Not that I know of, but
okay.
You know.
And
it was a bit stone-faced.
Bad. I'll take it.
Anyways, hopefully he does well there.
I guess head out of. I was going to say first light, but probably about lunchtime if we've.
First light, aka the first one to wake up and then go, oh shit, we're late, and then we run down to the docks and we just scramble out and do one.
You see Natsu waiting at the ship, just like hours. Where you been?
Yeah, you said first light. I do not think this word means what you think it means.
When I open my eyes in the morning and the light first hits my eyes.
First light.
Yeah.
Like me and Hendrik say this to Natsu at the same time. Like this is how it. This is what. Yeah.
I still do not understand what you're saying.
Well, okay.
I see all the time.
One's when you close your eyes.
I stare at the eye patch. Do you know?
Would you like to know?
Yeah, that's why I asked the question.
In due time, my friend. In due time.
Okay. I move, nursing a hangover, and settle into my position at the prow, and just start strumming.
I might have something for that hangover. I would have to brew it up down in the galley.
Respectfully, let's leave that for the moment. Right now, I prefer my hangover to remind me of the mistakes I've made.
It is a good reminder.
Yeah. Oh, also during the festivities with Sagranus, I do give him the needle.
I figured you probably would have.
Yeah.
A little prick for you. I mean, needle.
I mean, I said what I said.
Yes, Randy, I know you have a little. Oh, that.
What? That is proportionately correct, sir.
Makes sense.
It's just oddly shaped. It's weird.
Did you put your pants back on?
No, I'm just saying, look, why does that? How can it hang both ways? That's weird, right? It should pick one side and just go with it. Like it curves halfway through. Look at it.
No,
why are you looking at it? That's weird. Okay, I'm putting my trousers back on. It's like a Kopesh. Strange.
And with that, I think the party departs, making their way out, gaining altitude, and the ship begins to slowly steer the group to the east, kind of traversing the areas, making its way into kind of like the trade paths. And with that, I think that's probably a good spot for us to end today. And we'll begin next time with them arriving at the Arcosian, this kind of pleasure island, casino island, large resort location here within the Shattered Lands. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in chat. I know that there was a difficulty that was offered that will be refunded. I just wasn't in the place where I was planning on making this a crazy thing. I wanted to get us set up, get Natsu introduced, Dave reintroduced back to the party. And now they will be on their way. And we'll see where we go from there. We'll see what they get up to at the Arcosian, what they discover there, or if they discover anything crazy, they just have some fun and get up to some R&R.
2 weeks of us studiously avoiding any kind of danger. Oh, yeah. Look at this dark and forbidding cave. No, ice cream.
And yeah, with that, I think, Dave, when's our next thing coming up?
So our next event is, as far as I know, right now, it will be, let me check the lovely calendar, Sunday the 10th. I will be running a mini-series called A Fatal Fairy Finale. It's all going to be fairies, and it's special rules where they're all 1.5 to 1 feet tall, and it is a conclusion to a mini-series I ran, over a year ago, but it wraps up the whole Marozia expanse as far as stories and the like, and then next week we start all over again with our new game system / world setting, Astroplex, the Spire, and the Sprawl, happening on our lovely Wednesday. Tuesday is more Vobian Knights. They are about to talk to the gods, the new gods, and try to convince them to join them in the fight against the Eye of Chaos and whatnot, merge and whatnot. Thus, the characters are actually becoming the new gods of Marozia. So, all that fun stuff in not exact order, I'm sorry. But yes. But if you want to know the exact same order, like all our social likes and whatnot, because every Monday it'll be this Sunday. It was when I'll post, but yeah, we have I post all our schedules and whatnot every week as far as what goes on and this, that, and the other. So fun stuff. Other than that, we are probably going to go raid somebody. So if you want to hang out for the raid, that would be awesome. That way people know it's like, hey, these guys are coming with this many people. Cool. Maybe we should go follow them too. So, which has helped. I mean, in the past when we raided, we've had more followers, which is awesome, which only helps us and only helps you get a quality program out of us. So, anything else? Last words, Bill?
No, I think that's good. Thank you very much for joining us in chat and being in there. If you're enjoying this and you're on Twitch, you want to drop us a free Amazon Prime subscription, assuming you have Amazon Prime, that always helps. It helps us pay for some of the programs that we use to run things, some of the books we use to run things, some of the Kickstarters that we try to back to bring new and interesting programs or items for people to check out.
As well as we have a donate button too. So if you don't feel like doing the subscription or whatnot, you just want to just throw us a few dollars, this, that, and the other, we have a donate button below as well. So,
and thank you everyone for joining us. We went through all that stuff. So we'll catch you 2 weeks from today for this game. If this is the only one you want to show up for, that is cool. So that's March 18th. Oh, people might be hungover from St. Patty's Day. We'll see how everyone's feeling, but we'll be rocking it whether we're hungover or not. So we'll catch you all then.
Bye.
Peace out,
Bye,
people.
everybody.